See, Alex is in first. We do have a 1-game winning streak against him now, after quite a few losses. And here we go. And we are not going to berserk. Goring Gambit Declined here. And Queen B3 is what I've been playing. Hey, Opsai, it's going well. How have you been? Finally all set up in the new place, so I didn't post a schedule this week because I figured some stuff would likely come up like it always does, but we have returned. It has been a little while, yes. I actually got set up and started the stream a couple different times on different days, but had some technical issues at the new place. Okay, I don't mind him taking this bishop. Unisolates my pawn. Knight to d5, I hit the bishop, but he can come back to d6. I could go knight to b5. I'm on c7. That seems interesting. Let's try that. I'm on c7. There's also an idea of bishop captures c6 if I want to go after that a7 pawn. So if I want, there's bishop takes knight. Yeah, that's not great, though, because if I open the B file, these pawns will really become a target. But I think we are going to snap this guy off. And then push, or take, or just defend. Yeah, let's just defend the pawn. He's got both knights on it. Okay, he's going for the C file. Makes sense. I'm thinking about playing G4, which would be a little bit crazy. But where's his knight go? I don't mind if it goes to H4. Let's try it. Last time I played Alex, I was able to get him under a lot of time pressure in a complicated middle game. We already have a lot of pieces off the board here, though. Sicilian Dragon. Okay, we can do that. Had a Sicilian Nosdorf last game. So we got lots of Sicilians in. Can't use this square. This pawn's more protected now. Probably want to activate my other rook at some point here. I don't think I'm going to go after the a-pawn anymore. Just push. Knight b3, rook to c3. I can push again if I want. Strange position. The further this pawn goes, the weaker it becomes. So that might be an issue for me. Oh, wait. If the knight moves now, I push the pawn. Does he have to watch out for the b7 pawn? Yeah, we've got a little idea here. think we take there to start. And we're actually controlling all three of these squares from the knight. Did you not redeem it properly? It says, choose next opening, and you said Sicilian Dragon. Yeah, it looks correct to me. Okay, we'll take here. We'll grab here. He has back rank issues he's got to be careful of. Yep. We're giving him a good game again. I can't protect the B pawn without putting my rook on the really passive A5 square. So instead, I'm going to do this. And I am up a pawn here. I'm up 2 pawns, but I'm going to lose the B pawn, I think. Is there any way for me not to lose the B pawn? Doesn't look like it. So now, let's see what we can do with this extra pawn. I'm going to throw in this check. And my idea is to make it so that F7 is not defended. And also I'm thinking about pushing and trying to get a fork of these two pieces. If I push again, my bishop can defend from a good square like G3 perhaps. And I don't think I have any losing chances here. Twitch is bugging out for you? Strange. I don't see any problems on my end. Yeah, so now there's the idea of me defending the pawn. But which way do I want to defend it from? Because I can also try and go around and defend it from C7. Yeah, famous last words. That's very true. He has a knight, so anything could happen. If I offered a draw now, I would not be surprised if he accepted it, though. Yeah, I feel like I want to defend from in front of the pawn. So now I've got ideas of pushing the pawn if his knight moves, moving the rook with check, and then pushing again. Well, I can just make his knight move now. Oh, but if I do that, then the rook's going to capture. Yeah, that's not ideal. He can now cut off my king. But his knight is well controlled. Maybe I need to run my king up to G3. If I can defend this pawn with the bishop, then my rook can kind of go to other places on the board. He's down to 1:30. Okay, if I push, the knight moves. I push. Knight moves somewhere again. Rook check, king takes, queen, rook takes, bishop takes. I guess I'm not trading well in that position. Okay, right now it's hard for him to move anything. So let's go here to start. King steps up. That move makes sense. I think what I want now is to just move this rook way somewhere else. Where's that knight going? So rook here, king steps up. Check. King goes back. 5 minutes. I've got enough time. I should be able to stop and think here. Recently bought Soman's Reassess Your Chess. That's a good book. Psychopaths of the chessboard is how he describes knights, especially in short time controls. Okay, he's down to 45 seconds. Yeah, so that move makes a lot of sense because he's trying to set up a drawn position. So the position he's going for is knight takes f3. Check. I can't run this way or I get checkmated. So I run this way, and he goes knight to h2 check. Oh, he doesn't have knight takes to h2 check, though. Because when I push this pawn check, my bishop's defending that square. So after knight check, king over, he doesn't have another check. So check. He makes a move, and I promote. Check. Knight blocks. Rook takes, pawn takes, promotes. And I've got an extra piece. And my bishop defends. Okay, so now I've got a bishop for the pawn. I'm not sure how winning or not winning this is, actually. But that definitely seems like my best route. Now we want to keep my pawn as safe as possible. Okay, that didn't quite work, did it? So do I try and get my bishop to attack g7? We might be up a piece, but it might just be a draw now. See if I can attack g7. So rook here. Actually, I'm going to go here and try and get behind. And now my idea is bishop captures pawn. Bishop captures pawn. Rook takes, bishop takes. Bishop captures pawn. Rook check, king moves. Attacking the rook. And then we attack the rook. And now we've got the bishop versus the pawn still. But can he save his pawn? He can't. So now we have rook versus bishop, which is a technical draw, but the person with the bishop has all the real winning chances. So we want to avoid a rook trade. And we want to start cornering his king. So first we try to avoid as many checks as we can. And then we're going to try and cut him off row by row. And I think we're probably going to end up winning on time. Move the rook. We're going to push him back another rank, or another file in this case. And I'm going to use my bishop to defend my king. That way my king can get closer. So here, and now if check, we're going to block with the bishop. And then we get to push him back another rank. Oh, I let him off. Now we got to start over. How many moves has it been? I got to make sure we don't get to 50. So right here was, so we got until 112, I guess. Oh, we still got lots of moves. Okay. So let's walk our king closer again. And that's checkmate. Wow, what a game. That was so close.